Hello? Hello all? You can never beat Neko? I don't even think I can beat Neko, and I'm the streamer. How is everybody doing? Your TV screen. I've been listening to this for like 4 hours now. No, I'm kidding. But I've been listening to it for a while. I'm doing well. All according to plan. Yeah, I'm doing well. I've had a fairly productive day. Just woke up, perfect timing. Welcome, unknown. I mean, I would ask how your day was, but it seems to have just started. So, how was your sleep? The shadow world. I do like this. It's not as good as the original one, but it's grown on me. I'm quite fond of this opening sequence now. I'm fine as always, just had a battle in my dreams. Oh my goodness. Sounds more eventful than mine. Mine usually are like work dreams or school dreams. where the kind that leave you feeling unrefreshed. And you're like, what was the point in sleeping? I just have to go to school now. I really don't remember where I am. Actually, speaking of dreams though, so debut, like for Live 2D debut, the night before, I had like a nightmare about it. Like not a nightmare, but it was a bad dream. Like the lots of things in that dream. Thank you for the lyric, Richard. Lots of things in that dream, like in terms of the Live 2D debut, just went like really badly. Like my Wi-Fi in the dream cut out, and like it was horrible. It was really not a great dream. And I was like, please. And then I like woke up, and there was like the whole thing about my upstairs neighbors having issues with their power, and they had to like keep coming down and flipping the breaker. And I was like, please don't let that dream have been a premonition. So I was very relieved that it went well. Stress streams. Yeah, that's what it is. Tori, you did know. If you go back in our DMs, I have mentioned it. I did mention it. I mentioned it when I was stressing about them flipping the breaker a bunch. Believe me, you knew. Get wrecked, Tori. I searched and it ain't there. Okay. I can't check right now. No, I want to check. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me search for this. Uno reverse. Let me. Hold on. I'm searching. I'm determined. Ha! It's there! I found it! Thank you for the lurk, Daishin! I appreciate it. I found it. 11:36 a.m. Okay. I found it. I win. I am victorious. Alright, back to your regularly scheduled stream. Listen, I have a lot to remember nowadays. Well, then you can't get mad when you don't remember that I told you about my nightmare. You bird brain, you. Was there a poll up for 2 seconds? No, I said nightmare and then I changed it to bad dream. Play the VOD back. I can't do that, but if you play this VOD back. Co looked kinda down, so I'm taking care of him. Maybe you should show up to basketball practice. Classes have ended. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be finding... But in dream you said bad dream. Why are these polls going up? I'm confused now, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what's happening anymore. You read the last message and get confused. Yeah, I'm confused now. Read before. I'm confused now. There's no unconfusing me. Look, the hamster's on break right now. This isn't a game where the hamster was needed, so I gave him the day off. I am confused as well. A hospital? Anyway, health check. It's an irrevocable status ailment. Stretch and posture check. Confusion. And hydration have all been complete. Thank you very much, Unknown, for keeping me human. No, yeah. Confusion really is. It's a permanent status effect on me. The only time it's worn off, the only time it is removed is when when the hamster's on duty, and the hamster's not on duty right now. He technically only works 9 till 5. And it is not those hours, and I have to pay him overtime to come to like the escape room streams. Which is why sometimes they don't go great because he's mad at me. I didn't think we'd need origami this year. PM to AM? No. No, he works 9 till 5, AM till PM. He's not on the night shift. That's why he gets mad at me. I've been seeing an unfamiliar face around lately on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I think he might have a camera. You should look for that guy. Okay, where is he? Am I not in the place where this unfamiliar face is? Maybe he does work 9 PM till 5 AM, and that's also why I don't function during the day. I don't know. Keeping me human, Jin, the eldritch beast of the cosmos. I am not Cthulhu! Please. Who's mad at you? The hamster in my brain. The hamster gets mad when I make him work overtime. Well, actually, Klaxon Tenki, he hasn't submitted his overtime reimbursements, so his 1,999 in WT can't be completed. Takes off visor. shouldn't be pissed I gave you a lot of bits. Give him some love too. I pay the hamster. I pay him. I pay him well. He's just, he doesn't like working overtime, and who can blame him? You know? I make him do a lot of work for me throughout the day. He had to learn how to use YouTube Shorts today. Do you know how much effort that took? My wife is an accountant. I am so deep into accounting lore. I'm supposed to be finding the weird person with a camera. That's not who I wanted. I wanted to talk to the guy. Can I... Avid reader. Oh. Okay, well, you're not helpful. I'm told about this weird person with a camera. Where is the weird person with a camera? The 1099 is a vital form. Imagine doing numbers for a living, or so I'm told. I see. I don't... That really means very little to me, but interesting. I do numbers good, taxes are hard. I have never done taxes. I have never done my taxes. I assume she does the tax forms, and I have zero clue if being an accountant makes you good at that. Well, that answers my question. The people in this district try to get their best to get rid of that person, but he just keeps coming back. But okay, but where? It's a Tuesday. Is it evenings, did he say? Or do I have to come back in the evening? Is that what's happening? Unfamiliar face on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm so confused. Shouldn't he be here? Because it's not this dude. This is the person in the hospital thing. I don't... I'll come back in the evening, I guess, and see if the person is here in the evening. Originally went to college for some math, junk, and software development. I do like me some numbies. I'll go to the school, and I guess I'll go to, do sports. Actually, I don't think I need strength as much as I need expression. Numbers are fun when calculus is not involved. I can do numbers if they're on graphs and they are data. That is the extent of my numbers knowledge. But at the same time, they are low-key fun. I like data. I don't like having to do complex functions. Yeah, let's go to band. You attended band rehearsal. Hey! My expression is way up. Because I think expression is what I need to talk to Nanako. That's basically my job. Data analysis with a dumb name. Yeah, fair enough. Perfect. Give me the probability of dropping a box of chocolate and putting everything back in the exact same spot. Well, that would require using permutations, which I did at one point know how to use. I do not remember how to do them, except I do remember there is an exclamation mark. That's all I remember about permutations. Sorry, I'm just opening my Discord on my phone. Because that's the thing I need to get in the habit of doing. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to the town and see if the weird person is there. Okay, well that's dodgy. That's not helpful, actually, at all. Whoa! I am Bihara's out here. I don't know, I watched some video where they said the more chocolates, the closer the number is to E for natural logs. I thought that was a pretty neat fact. Fair enough. The shrine. I am Bihara's out here. Okay. Tori, do you remember what to do for Risei's plot? Because I'm supposed to find the weird man with the camera, and I cannot find him despite the fact that he's supposed to be here on Tuesdays. I checked in the day. Is he not in the shopping district? Is that the problem? Do you remember? Because I don't know what to do.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out at night? I'm on my way back from shopping. I went to check out the new hot summer fashions. I don't feel like going home yet, so I was just wandering around. I think you have to advance the next day if I'm not mistaken. But they said he'd be out here on Tuesdays. I don't feel like going home yet, so I was just wondering. Oh, I read that. I seems bored. She might appreciate if you talked with her. Yes, I want to build the social link. I love her. Huh, I guess I could hang out with you. Alright. Oh, wait. What? What did you remember? The school camp really wore me out. I talked to him! I wish I had an inner director telling me what to do. I talked to him. That's what triggered the next thing. Ah, person X is Y. Do Z to help. Well, the dude shows up by the riverbank on rainy days. I am so confused. I talked to a dude on the riverbank on a rainy day. I don't know what's happening anymore. The guy I talked to said there's a paparazzi that shows up on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays or something. That's what I'm getting. Oh gosh. Well, just advance. Okay! The school camp really wore me out. Who wants to pick up trash? I assume the story will resolve it? Hopefully, because otherwise Risei is just gonna die. I couldn't skip it or I would have gotten suspended. There was so much trash. They must be professional litterers or something. That or you are going to get a game over. Yup. Though I'll get fat if I don't do some exercise, so at least I got some benefit out of it. What? That's a pretty funny way of looking at it. It almost makes it sound fun. Maybe the girls will get really enthusiastic about it and the boys can just relax. Man, I don't like wearing those ugly gym clothes. Our regular uniform's not bad, but don't you think the gym clothes are really tacky? Just ask some sort of fashion designer somewhere and get them to design something. What is English? Just ask some sort of fashion designer somewhere and get them to design us something that... Acquaintance.
Hey.
Wow, it's pretty late. I should be getting home. Oh yeah, I got something for you.
I'm giving this to you.
This is to thank you for today. Because you were here, I wasn't bored. Would you mind walking me home? I like her. I like her. Oh, it's you. You're not busy today, are you? Hang out with me. I see. An indirect kiss. Oh, hi, you wild woman. I don't think it was open. I think it was just... I think she just gave me a bottle of pop. Didn't dream it for another. Tell me why you didn't after all this. Okay, I will return to hang out with her. But I just don't know what's happening. Oh, hey, it's Kanji. Wild meter drops from 7 to 2. I feel so much confusion and sorrow. I just want to find the clues so I can go, get Risa and not have to worry about her. Cause, okay. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays are holding a camera. I'll just check everywhere on Thursday, I guess, again. I think it's supposed to rain on the Thursday, so maybe he'll be down at the floodplain. I don't know. Well, we'll go hang out with I.
Oh,
What do you want? Let's...
sure.
Sure, I don't have anything better to do. That's always great to hear. I don't really feel like buying stuff today. What should we do instead?
Huh?
What do you mean? You don't have any kind of plan? Sounds boring. Oh well, maybe you'll be able to make it interesting. Hello, Gore. How are you doing today? You know, it's pretty funny. If I didn't sign up to manage your team, you wouldn't be here with me now. Looking at it from your perspective, I'd say you got pretty lucky. Wow, she's a little bit conceited, but I love her. I appreciate it. I guess you should be thanking me. Confidence is key. You are correct. It was your advisor who put me on your team. He said something like, I being on a team should teach you something about putting someone beside yourself first. Wild meter back to 4. I wish I had that much confidence. I don't know if that's confidence. I think she's just a little bit conceited. Or a lot. I don't understand people who play sports in the slightest, but I guess it wouldn't kill me to go cheer you on every once in a while. Haha! Yes. The only romance in this game that matters. Oh. Oh, there's a kid here. Ai-san. Us meeting like this, it must be fate, right? So, you want to go out with me sometime? You're telling me you can't actually romance her. So, unless they changed it for Golden, no. You can't. What happens is you get in this kind of pseudo-romance with her, but you don't. She's not one of, like, the romantic ending things or anything. Like, as far as I know, you can only romance the people in your party. So that would be like Chie, Yukiko, like all the people you take into the shadow world. Unless they changed it for Golden, but I don't think they did. If they did, I would be so happy because she's my favorite. But are you kidding me? Have you looked in a mirror recently? She's so mean though. I do like her, but she's so mean. Well, a guy has to look at least on par with me before I'd consider him. That, and he has to click with me, I guess. Besides, I'm not interested in dating anyone right now. Spoilers slightly. I mean, If you're asking if you can spoil things, yes. Or if that was spoilers, then no. Because it doesn't technically you don't even have to meet her. I actually lurking. I have a little lurk command now. It's not in the title this time, but it exists. False romance rank 6, rank 9 is a true romance? Oh my gosh, wait, what? Has she always been a possibility, or was that only added in Golden? And she's the only link that you can reverse by screwing up. Oh my gosh, wait! No, now I'm romancing her! Hands down romancing her! Was that... Tori, do you know if that was always in it? Or did they add that for Golden? Because Okay. Yeah, because I don't remember her being an option. I have early practice today. See you and have a nice stream. Thank you. Good luck at practice. Oh, I'm so happy now. Because she's the only good option in my opinion. She's the only one that matters. Because I think I thought I maxed her when I played original P4, and it didn't matter. He returns to Inaba.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Also, false romancing screws you out of the true romance, just so you know. I don't know what false romance actually means. Please. Please help me not mess this up. Dory. I don't know what that means. Basically, at rank 6, deny her. Oh, cool. Thanks. If you say yes, you fail. Oh, okay. Cool. Got it. Thank you. There's a delivery for you. I left it on the table. Hey, sword. How do I can work as a janitor. How do equip? At rank 9, you should get the good end after that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is all I need to know in life. What's the difference between hit and attack? I believe she's vulnerable or something or other. I don't know, but it's just a bad time to do it. Yeah, I think I know what happens at rank 6. I think. If I remember her story. Chances of hitting. Hit is accuracy, attack is damage. Okay. Okay, thanks. I know so much about video games. A true RPG brother. I play everything on the easiest thing possible, so it usually doesn't actually matter. But no, yeah, Tori actually spends a lot of time playing like JRPGs and stuff, so. I do not. The way I feel is a GIF I'm going to put in Jen. Okay, let me look. Okay, well, tell me when you've sent it. Is it sent? Oh, now it is. Yes, let's go work at the hospital with the creepy woman. Courage has increased. Oh, her! The old lady in mourning garb is standing there again. Good evening. I'm sorry about what happened last time when I was just staring at your face. You looked like someone I knew. Do you work here?
Is that so?
That's wonderful. I have a granddaughter about your age. She went back home today, though. Thinking about it, meeting you here is a wonder. But I won't be coming back here anymore. I feel like these are all really insensitive questions. Or statements. I feel like it's pretty implied why she was here. And why she's wearing black. Old people? What? What about old people? We should meet again? What is the least crappy answer? Death. Like, what? She steals the youth of the young? What were... This isn't a big town. We might run into each other eventually. That wasn't even a reply to what I said. I like to take in the sun at the riverbank when I have days off. The river sparkles so beautifully. It all feels so good. It saddens me. I'll be going now. Yeah, I know she hangs out at the riverbank. Hydrate! Okay. Hydration complete. Thank you.
Oh, you're here.
Talk about timing. That room over there needs some work. Could you work in... That room over there needs some work done in it. Perhaps you could... Oh, whatever. Just get in there. If you follow me, I will be creeped out. And you followed me. Okay, everything's back in order. The patient who had been in this room left just a little while ago. I want you to mop the floor. Don't ask what happened in here. Oh, I was just kidding. The patient who was here was released today. He returned right from the brink of death. He was a good patient who always listened to what I said. Plus, he was the president of his company at a young age. He was handsome, didn't complain, and independent. He wanted to get back to his work, desperately. And thanks to his perseverance, he was able to leave even earlier than we had scheduled. To release him. Thank you for caring for me, he said, bowing to me so happily. Then he turned around and walked out. He said such stupid things like that he loved me. Everyone leaves. They only need me when they're my patients. In the end, they all leave me. She seems like an upstanding lady with zero sus. She seems so weird. This is exactly why I don't like kids. They try to win arguments. It's not even an argument. You're complaining that people get better and leave. Or, I guess, die and leave. Either way. What? She has some issues, I think. I must not have been making sense. Forget about what I was saying. I'll ask another janitor to handle this room. You go on home. The streets are dark. You shouldn't be here. You wouldn't want to get caught by me. How am I supposed to take that?
Nice work.
She's so creepy. You earned 5,000 yen. Okay. I'm going to go look for the guy with the camera.
Senpai!
Good afternoon. Just thinking about the performance is making me nervous. Let's decide later. If you have time, please come by. Isn't the rainy season exhausting? I'm sure most of you aren't even motivated for this class, right? I mean, by the end of semesters, people just stop showing up in university. Anyway. Like, my classes have like 4 people in them now because nobody bothers to go to class. Hydrate. Whack. Drown. But not literally. Oh my gosh, more hydrates. Why? Why? I would never skip a day. Tori, please. Okay, I've hydrated. No more, please.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Joke's on you, I have it turned down. It didn't scare me this time. Not turned all the way off, just turned down. Hydrate. I don't know what to do when this is going on. Though I just staring at the camera right now. I don't know what to do when that's going off. It's so long. That's how I felt. It's so long. I can't do anything. You can only increase the Muda. It is perfect. I don't know if that just messed up tracking, but I had to wipe my eye. JoJo's fact. Did you know that in the original rendition of Part 5, Panicotta Fuga was supposed to be an actual traitor to Team Bucciarati instead of just leaving. But Araki was going through, for lack of a better term, a depression arc at the time, and so the thought of betraying your friends made him sad, which is the reason that Fugo only leaves the team instead of fully betraying them. Another JoJo's fact. Also Part 5 fact, did you know that Giorno Giovanna, so Jolene is known for being our female JoJo, but Giorno Giovanna was actually supposed to be our first female JoJo, but the editors turned him down, which is why his name is Haruno Shiobana, is to allude to the fact that he was actually supposed to be a female character. I hope you enjoyed these JoJo's facts. I already knew these facts. Sorry. I just pick whatever one's in my brain. But I've got to say, if you keep trying, something good will come of it someday. Wow, I said something inspirational. Sorry, no refunds. Sigh, the editors are cruel. I'm just being mean. Another JoJo's fact. Did you know that these are all just Part 5 facts, I swear. I know the most about Part 5. Did you know that the tiny pilot in Narancha's stand, Aerosmith, is actually named Smith? That is a new one? I'm glad. Just try not to take things too seriously. That'll only tire you out faster, right? So, let's take a quick break. I have an interesting question for you. Let's see. Jotaro-kun. Oh yeah, my name is Jotaro. Which of these is the name of a real river? I don't know, chat. Jun throws water at you. Coco? It's Coco? You got me there! Oh gosh. honestly hope that these are all real rivers. Alright. We'll go with a Piss River. Correct. Sounds like you're officially an ex-city boy now, huh? Not that it matters. Anyway, that river is in Nicaragua, and Piss is pronounced Pi Pi. It shares the name with a waterweed there. Lots more places have silly names. There's No Name Canyon in Colorado, or the City of Uncertain in Texas, America. Aren't those both in America? Why did he just specify that Texas is in America? Is Colorado not in America? Is my life a lie? But you can call it whatever you want, and it'll still be there. Isn't geography just fantastic? This teacher is always a class act. Oops, I wasted a lot of time on this. I hope I have enough time to cover everything that'll be on the test. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. Initially, I was just a little nervous about English, but now I'm past tense. Colorado is in America. I think you just said after Texas to apply it to both of them. That makes sense. It's just like, I don't know, my brain processed it as, well, they're both in America. Trying to cater to the American players by putting in American facts. Joke's on you, I'm not American. Oh! I want to talk to her, but freedom intensifies. I want to talk to her, but I also want to find this photographer. America fact! Excuse me? The city I live in, the Sammy of choice is the Tenderloin. So my brain just like failed to read that. Okay, where? It's Thursday. Thursday after school. He should, the guy man should be here. Oh, that is where I want to go. New England is newer than Old England. Did you hear about the teacher who almost got hit by a car? He was grading on a curve. I think you've said that one, or I've just heard that one. Guess America facts fall to me. Did you know there are 2 cities in America called Hell? One in Michigan and one in California. That is amazing. On Thursdays. It's Thursday. Where? What am I supposed? Okay, I'll go back to the school and try to find the kid. Because I talked to the kid already, I thought. There's a city in Indiana called Brazil, as well as Santa Claus. I love that. Where am I going? The school. That's where I'm going. So I can, oh, maybe I'm looking so different in the street light. I already went to see her, but man, what a fraud. She's totally different than what you saw on TV. She's all plain. Wow, it's almost like she was working a real job or something. This summer I'm gonna go on a vacation. It'll be just the 2 of us. My grandma, etc. Okay, you're not. Okay. If you go to all 50 states, you will have been in all 50 of the US states. That sentence really made my brain pause for a minute. Why is the Persona soundtrack so fire? Because it's amazing. It's good. It's really good. How does Cthulhu wear a tie? With an eldritch knot! Oh my gosh. Looking so different from the street lights. I definitely talked to the kid. I don't know what to do. I'll go on the weekend. It was like Saturdays or something, too. I don't know what to do. I'm out of options. What do you want?
Sure.
I don't have anything better to do. You spent the day shopping with I. You feel your relationship is going to become closer soon. Some say there are only 3 states that matter, but America says that there are at least 25 states that matter.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I can work as a janitor. Wow. Okay, let's go do that. Na, 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 na. Hey, it's a cat. There's a cat. Yes, I'll pet it. Hey! Yes, I want to spend time with the cat. Who wouldn't want to spend time with the cat? I didn't know I could do that. That was so much better than going to work with that creepy lady. Interacting with the cute little cat has calmed you and instilled with you a sense of gentleness. Pets Miko and nods sagely. Understanding. The cat raises 2 stats. That's amazing. We should always pet the cat.
Yo.
What can you tell me about Yogg-Sothoth? That I can't pronounce it, that's for sure. That's what I can tell you about it. Did you know Cthulhu is now making cheese? They're called Lovecraft singles. You check out the forecast? They said this rain wouldn't last. It'll be a while before we see any fog. Now's our chance to get prepared. Pardon me. Huh? Oh, well, you know what's on the Midnight Channel lately. Maybe we should take our time. Ah, no, what am I saying? We're the only ones who can save her. We need to rescue her as fast as we can. Classes have ended. Fog will come after a few days. Information to give Teddy. Okay. I'm going to go down to the riverbank and see if that dude is there. It's really coming down today. Too bad I have to go to whatever. I don't care what you said. I try so hard to like talk to a bunch of people, etc., and sometimes I'm just like, I do not care. There's no one. Who are you? You're always here, though. Around here. They're obviously from out of town, so they caught my eye. I haven't seen any today. Maybe you should return tomorrow. Okay, I'll do that. Kanji... Kanji's just chilling out here with his umbrella. She wasn't really listening, and she kept changing the subject too. Well, anyway, sorry. Okay, well, I don't know what to do today then. Why did Cthulhu refuse to eat the clown? Because he tasted funny. Well... I mean, then I guess he was doing his job. Hey, it was the 38-year-old kid. I love Kanji. He definitely sounds like he is a bit older than he is, though. Let's see. There's a... Why did Cthulhu start a rock band? He wanted to be the greatest old one-hit wonder. And I am out of humor. Oh gosh. Want me to give you a weather forecast? I forgot that she could do that. It's not even that late. It's 7:51. It hasn't even been an hour. Thank you, Richard, for adding to my yawn counter. I enjoy my yawn counter. It makes me happy.
Oh, you're home.
I was dashing for the phone to yawn counter. I got one. What's Cthulhu's favorite food? Fish and chips. I like that one. That one's good. Is Cthulhu, like, I know Cthulhu obviously isn't the Kraken, but is he from water or just like the void of space-time itself? It's almost Tanabata, so I set up some bamboo to use later. You can work as a janitor. Or I can talk to Water Void. Interesting, interesting. So, is Cthulhu like a kaiju? Then? Depends on which story you read, but usually water. It's the tentacle aspect that makes him water. Fair enough. So would he technically kind of count as like a kaiju? I don't, are Eldritch Horrors kaiju? I don't really know what I'm asking anymore. I'm going to gather the vegetables too.
They look yummy.
Kaiju time? I want to help harvest too.
We've got veggies.
Why don't you trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Wonderful way to make an entrance, Ducky. How are you doing? I would watch Godzilla vs. Cthulhu. I would watch Godzilla vs. Cthulhu, and I don't care about Godzilla. I don't really care for kaiju movies. I think they're kind of boring. But I would watch Godzilla vs. Cthulhu. We've got veggies. Do you think we can grow even more? Let's plant the wall paprika.
Come on, grow.
But Mothra? Ice group. I have zero clue. What or who? Oh, okay. There's elaboration. Good. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. The two Japanese girls who sing the summoning song is haunting. Interesting. Interesting. I want some delicious veggies. My hair is annoying me. Okay, there we go. I'm excited. Okay, so I could go to work or I could talk to Nanako. Probably Nanako's important. Side note, Scott Pilgrim is getting an anime. Scott Pilgrim. I feel like I recognize that title, maybe? Well, kid, you can want delicious veggies in one hand and... It's raining. Let's talk to Nanako. You spend a precious moment with Nanako. See? Much better option than talking to the creepy devil lady. Scott Pilgrim is the story of a 20-something Toronto indie rocker's adventure in getting and keeping jobs, avoiding being kicked out of his apartment, and surviving encounters with the 7 evil exes of the new girl in town on whom he has a crush. How's the Jun? Jun is good. I'm doing well. I've had a pretty chill day. Didn't really do too much, so he betrays Knives, and Knives is a precious lady. I don't know what we're talking about. Did Nanako ever learn why people die? Nanako did learn why people die. I kind of forget what I told her, but it resulted with the conversation ended with her being like, "So you're my real brother," and it was very cute. We love to hear Knives is precious. I don't know what we're talking about. Is it a movie? I assume it's a movie. Did we say it was a movie? I don't remember. Wow, I'm really good at remembering things, huh? Oh! Yeah. Screw the Pilgrim is my least favorite fellow who came on the Mayflower. None of what I said makes sense. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So she's worried about something, huh? Maybe it had something to do with... No, actually, she's probably just worried about the TV coverage regarding the shocking hiatus. I heard that Reset was getting tired of her made-up personality. The real me and the different me who has to act like an idol. She couldn't stand living 2 lives anymore, or something like that. You just drank half and half? What? What? I'm operating under the assumption that this is a reference to things. Jen is confused. Jen hurt herself in confusion. Yeah, pretty much. Jen is very confused. Well, you didn't give me anything new, but thanks for the information. I can at least turn this into something. Seems that the Reset was acting as a manufactured personality, and she was worried about her real self and her idol self. She was worrying about her true self. You seem to have gained insight into regarding Reset. Okay, let's go to the TV world. And do that. Bread makes you fat. Bread makes you fat. Because that's not really where I meant to go, actually. I don't want to stay in Inaba forever. Looking at the shopping district is practically deteriorating. But there sure does seem to be a lot of people moving in from the city. You and Yosuke are both like that, right? Even Rise Kuchikawa is coming. Why in the world are these people coming here? Bread makes me happy. Bread also makes me happy. After many years on therapy, my psychologist has finally cured me of the desire to sit in the corner in public and blow on people that walk by. But now I have the urge to wear Teen Idol t-shirts and lean against the wall. Long-time fan, first-time poster. What's that? I'm so... What? I found the photographer. I was just being really big stupid. Let's go to Junes. I don't care about you, Adachi. Oh, do you have... Cabbage. Give me cabbage. And give me that. My chat has become something far beyond my knowledge. Let's go to the TV.
Don't worry, we can do this.
Because I should be able to track... There's a fruit fly. Oh gosh. I don't even know how there's a fruit fly. It's winter. For all things considered. I mean, it's spring, but barely. Got a blizzard the other day. Hey Sensei, you look like you found some clues. Why is there a fruit fly? Have you heard of the idol group Supernova? They're true pop stars. Okay, let's give Teddy
Uh-huh. I see. She's just like me. The delicate, sentimental type. Then... Ah, there's something out there! Is this it? Did I find her? Follow me!
See, the star goes pop. Yeah, I got it. Oh
What is
gosh.
this place?
Rise's palace or
dark.
dungeon or what have you is well it's it's M stream.
Whoa! Is this
Oh, like the kind you always find in resort towns.
Children, get out. Yeah, this is one of the reasons Persona 4 is an M-rated game.
Oh, I think you're right.
Oh, but we don't have one. Our inn is not like that.
Shield thy eyes.
So this is a strip joint.
I love that they're all skirting around the words. And then Ganji's just straight up like, yeah, this is one of those places.
Strip?
You know being 38 now.
I know what that is. It's the thing zebras have, right?
Okay, that's a really funny bit, but also, why does Teddy know what a zebra is?
Oh.
Strip. Like a zebra, right?
Oh gosh. Poor Teddy.
So bright here. Even with the glasses on, my eyes hurt.
Why would the glasses stop your eyes from hurting? They're not sunglasses. They're fog glasses. Teddy is a zebra, can't you see?
Doesn't anyone get the joke? Okay, let's try one more time. Strip. It's something zebras have, huh?
They have blue light filters. But doesn't that only help against, like, computer screens and anything with a blue light? That doesn't even... That wouldn't even... Blue light filters. Okay. Okay. The blue light filters. Got it. To the person who stole my glasses, I will find you. I have contacts! They are polarized. My earliest childhood memory is visiting the eye doctor. Oh my gosh, words fail me. My earliest childhood memory is visiting the eye doctor and getting my glasses. Life before that was a blur. Those ones were good. I liked those ones.
Can anyone shut this thing up?
Zebra? Sorry, what are we talking about?
Oh gosh.
I won't say it again. Let's hurry on.
The only thing I have planned for today is to get my new glasses. Then I'll see what happens. Jen, would you like to play a game? Pick a number 1 to 10. 3? 3 is my favorite number. Oh no, you became Jigsaw. Oh gosh, that got ominous. Why do programmers wear glasses? Because they can't see sharp. Was that the game? To get things thrown at me? The actual is named Octothorpe. This one hits me too hard. This past week, I made a couple of bucks selling fake Eclipse glasses. I'm not worried though, those suckers will never see me again. Oh no! Depending on the number was the redeem. I see. Well, thank you for throwing things at me. I appreciate it. Yeah, to everybody listening, eclipse glasses are a lie. Please do not stare directly at the sun no matter what. Please. It's a bad idea. Just don't do it. Our team is filling out now that Yuki-chan and Kanji are on board. Yeah, there were just a couple of us to start out with. Alright, let's get fired up. Okay, can I save? Okay, let's save. Save. Can't tell me what to do, dashes for the window. Only stare at the sun if you have the redstone of Aja. I made these... ta-da! Brand new gag glasses per Yuki-chan's request. They have lenses in them. Oh, really? Thanks, Teddy. Hey, Chie, let's put these on. This again? We did it before. There's no need to do it again. Come on, Teddy. Don't get all excited just because Yukiko's a goof. You're too kind. Oh, you're leaving? No. Jun, I see. Me. Are you sure about that? Redeem's blind as a bat. Oh gosh. Chie, don't be a buzzkill. I don't know about that weather, blah blah. Okay, I want Kanji. I want I'm gonna take Yukiko because she's the healer. Chat, pick Yosuke or Chie. Not the perf. Chie. Okay, we'll do Chie. I take the buzzkill over the perf. Alright. Chie it is. Yosuke does not get to come to the strippers. It's making my heart pound. Oh god, Teddy. How do I attack again? Okay. Deny him his Edith? 10 hours in. What is the attack button? I'm actually 20 hours in. Oh!
Shadows, you get to go first.
That's kind of terrifying. Let's just hit it. Or not. Oh gosh, no. No, we're going back to being auto. How do I make her auto attack again? I don't wanna. Oh, I don't want to be in control of her. Oh no.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Two enemies, charge through them.
I gotta go sleep. I hope you have a wonderful stream. Take care and have fun. Thank you, Ducky. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a lovely sleep. I want to make them auto attack again. I don't want to be in charge of this.
Yes, Kanji, get in there and do some damage.
Later, Duckman.
Yikes, it's tough.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Act freely.
Understood.
Act freely.
Leave it to me.
Wait, Kanji's weapon is chair? That is the perfect sound to leave with. Yeah, Kanji hits people with a chair. Wow, I really have no agility or accuracy. That's the word I meant. Something inside of you has changed. chest. I now like Kanji. Kanji's amazing. I think he's fantastic. I think he's very funny. I also like his little arc. His character arc. You silly shadows bringing magic to a chair fight. Nah, for real.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up.
They're the old ones.
Go! I'll finish you!
Like the old gods. Or something. Oh, wow, that's
Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
aggressive.
No one stands in Sensei's way.
Couldn't do it.
That's an Iron Maiden.
Kanji, don't give
Oh, lordy. Just like the old gods, like me. I'm not an old god. I purposefully didn't say that. Because you guys are just planting the thought of the old gods in my head now. This is all because of you. I'm not an old god. I'm not Cthulhu.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies.
I really killed my accuracy. A lot of protesting Elder God, Outer God, a great one. I'm just ooh.
2 enemies down. That's awesome, Kanji.
Knocks them out, hits them with chair.
Got back up. Hurry and beat it.
I'm just a star that was shooting across the galaxy.
Woohoo, Chie-chan.
That's all.
one.
It's brought to life by wishes.
I can't defeat it.
Great work.
Nothing more, nothing less. Man, I am boring. I somehow ended up down a rabbit hole of watching calculus videos. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it happened. So we're the Pillar Men. Oh gosh, why is this one red? No! What's happening? Why was that one red?
Enemies. Don't cry.
What does that mean? It's dangerous? I got that! Extra danger? I randomly watched a video about Lovecraft stuff earlier today. I also remembered I have a board game about fighting the Cthulhu
Tell
gods.
me it's not working.
Interesting.
No one stands
I am
in
interested.
Sensei's ways.
Oh,
Go on, Kanji.
they're not that bad.
It must be boiling.
They're not that bad. Okay, that was fine. I was very concerned for a second there. Where am I supposed to go? Did I not? Was there not? Only one. There's a straight line, wasn't it? Okay. The board game also has a phone app if I remember right, but I think it requires a serial code or something. Follow the left wall! Always follow the left wall. Oh gosh. Oh no! Okay, there we go.
Enemies. Beat them up.
The left wall will get you there eventually. It's bound to. That was a good one.
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
I mean, it's true. It is true. I'm just that statement has left me with feelings of terror. You know? A frog got his DNA test back. He's part Scottish, part Irish, and a tadpole. I like that one.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy. Keep going.
Are you sure the DNA test didn't come back 100% that dog? Oh gosh. Sitting cross-legged is sometimes difficult. Oh, stairs. Wonderful. Why did the biologist break up with the physicist? They had no chemistry. I think I'm getting a little drunk from all the pink. I don't think that's how colors work.
There are 3 enemies.
Thank you for the lurk.
Chie-chan's down. This isn't good.
I let my guard down.
Couldn't quite beat it.
I love that Yukiko just throws a fan at them.
Good work.
No, she is fine.
The hell are you looking at?
I love Ganji. The hell are you looking at? Why didn't anyone want the biologist's new book? It was hard sell. Gale Slash. We'll do that, I guess. No, you are a buzzkill. I too am. You are my sister from another mister. What's sparkling? Oh, that would make sense. I won't stop, I
3 enemies, but they're too slow.
I- See, when I hit things, I hit them very good. When I miss them very bad.
Come again.
I leveled up.
Well, at least it's been an hour now and I'm not yawning 50 minutes in. Is Yukiko a bird woman? Thank you, Richard, for the on count. Her persona,
There's 4 enemies.
her like shadow was a phoenix, so kinda, I guess.
I am thou.
Wow, she actually used her healing.
Yes, Kanji.
God, she does so much damage.
Damage.
Protect me, Tomoe.
Tomoe!
Good move, Chie-chan. That's 2.
Couldn't quite beat it.
I am thou.
I approve of her as well.
Thank you.
These characters have grown upon me. Yeah, I like Persona 4's characters a lot.
Another level.
I think their character growth is pretty good. Because they've gotten less annoying. I don't know if I like them more than Persona 5's. I don't know. I like Persona 4 more than
Full Metal Alchemist.
more than Persona 5. But I don't know if I like the characters more. I don't care about letters. The ideas and opinions of others don't affect me. I decide with my own eyes. Olivier Armstrong. Olivier is amazing. I love her. I saw her in the opening. And I was just like, who is that? She's very pretty. And Tori was just like, you'll see. P5 has the Rivers in the Desert song, and I'm a fan of that one. I don't know the Persona 5 soundtrack very well. That would be a Tori question. I saw here in the opening. I saw her in the opening, and I was like, marry me, Jen and Tori. Wait, what's A? Okay. For real, yes it is. very pretty. Basically final boss music. I see. Like right before. Interesting, interesting. Who's pretty? I missed it. Oh, Olivier. Ah. P5 was my first Persona game. I loved it so much. Yeah. Still have not played it myself, but... Does Miko deserve extra soft food? Does Miko like extra soft food? Because if Miko likes extra soft food, then yes. Miko deserves everything.
Leveled up, did you?
He wants second dinner. I mean, as long as he doesn't get second dinner too often. This is not great for him. I have never played a Persona game. I have played every Final Fantasy though. Miko secretly rules the world through his cuteness. I haven't played any Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy, I think it's 10 and 10-2 I own and are on my list to play. Have not done it yet, obviously, because I am playing Persona currently. Please let me up. I can smell it. I smell something. My nose is sniffing out some kind of clue. Those are my wife's favorite 10 and 10-2. Okay, that's reassuring. I don't know much about Final Fantasy, to be completely honest. No! Come back! The remake is kind of amazing because it's like not a remake. Oh gosh.
It's Rise.
Why is Yosuke here? I didn't bring you.
But something's not right.
It adds significantly. Interesting.
It must be her other self.
It isn't just a port with better graphics.
Hello, all you fans. Thanks for coming today.
Final Fantasy X story is real gold. Interesting. I'm excited to play it then. I played it for about 10 seconds and could not figure out the controls.
Today, you're gonna see every last inch of me.
Thank you, Richard.
What's that? You don't believe me? Okay. Then why don't we... Oh,
Who is Gold-Eyed Lady?
what
What the
all this
It's Rise. It's just Shadow Rise.
Okie dokie. Just follow me a little further in and I'll prove that I'm every bit as good as my word.
Weak to ice magic. She should be.
Were we like that?
Yes, you were exactly like that. Bufu? Yeah, it is called Bufu. That's what Chie has. Spam Mabufu you? Mabufu? Words are hard.
That's going kind of far.
Sheesh. The roar of the crowd is insane this time. Oh, it's making me feel sick.
Stretch! Okay, 1 second. Like, put the controller on the table. And untangle my arm. That one made me.
If people really are watching this, we gotta do something and fast.
Okay, that one. That one was a stretch-induced yawn. My kitty is begging for attention. Lulu is very cute.
Tears, don't touch that dial.
Risa tears.
When we come back, you'll get a good long look at the real me. Maru Q.
We better move it. This is 1,000 times worse than just hearing a few nasty secrets.
The shadows are really getting aggravated. What we just saw is what that Rise girl is suppressing. She'll be in trouble at this rate.
Does Lulu have a collar, and if so, how many?
So, guess I'm on the rescue team now. All right, let's hurry up and go.
Because the answer should be no less than 25. Ah. That's why I was super confused. I was so confused. No! I don't actually care enough to chase that. Oh.
There are 3 enemies. Careful!
What? What was that? Excuse me?
I am thou. There.
Hello, Chance. How are you? Yes, the Live 2D model. We're on a different wavelength. No, you really are.
Couldn't quite.
That's its name. Oh my gosh.
We have.
I'm good. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I have had a very chill day. And now I'm just playing some Persona. I really didn't do much today. Let's go XP. When life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic. Don't talk to me until you lived through that. Hell, that was a blitzball. I assume that's more Final Fantasy. That one is funnier too. I did enjoy that one. That one was funny.
I leveled up.
Fire break. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around. I like that one. Nullifies a foe's fire resistance? I didn't know she had an insta-kill. Oh my gosh. No, that's honestly not worth it. Compared to what she has right now.
Chie-chan, you're hurt. Get some help.
Light travels faster than sound, which is the reason that some people appear bright before you hear them speak. Oh my gosh. Show info. Alright, let's keep going. Last one in the combo. My therapist says I have a preoccupation for revenge. We'll see about that. You hear voices from somewhere. Good evening, everyone. I'm Reset. Well, I'm gonna leave if this is how chat's gonna be. I'm tired of diets. Enough with going to the chat is only puns half the time. Good thing there's something that even I can handle. I've had enough of this place. I'm getting dizzy. Oh, okay, fine. Oh no, wait, what? There is a 50-50 chance that this is how chat would be. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I always take life with a grain of salt, and a slice of lemon, and a shot of tequila.
Good move, Chie-chan. That's 2. Kanji's persona is sealed.
It's okay, he has a chair. He doesn't need his persona. Who needs persona when you have chair? Chat is making me want alcohol. Atheism is a non-profit organization. Oh gosh.
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
My roommates are being so loud right now. I don't know what they're screaming about, but they're screaming about something. Richard and his punsona. This is what gives him the puns. Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you do criticize them, you're a mile away and you have their shoes. Or he has a bizarre part 9 stand. There's nothing worth it in that room. Oh. There's nothing worth it in either of these directions. Okay. I guess we go back down. No! I'm not fighting you. I do like the music for this dungeon, though. It's very different from the other ones. Fine. I got a new pair of gloves today, but they're both lefts, which on one hand is great, but on the other hand is just not right. Fair enough. I'm just like processing, trying to figure out what SC means.
Persona. It's down. Go to town, senpai.
Oh. I was so confused.
Oh, Sensei, you knocked it down.
My small brain. The hamster's not in today, okay?
Here's our chance.
South Carolina music. She just goes to them for the free breakfast bars. The hamster's not in today, guys. The Matador, that looks cool. Sure, we'll take the Matador. Aww. It was an emotional wedding. Even the cake was in tears. I reduced my yen. That's unfortunate. Hey, stairs. You alright? Oh, you've come so far. Does that mean you're a fan of mine? Seriously? That makes me so happy. Since you tried so hard, I wonder if I should do something special for you, but not here. First, you gotta prove your love just a little bit more. I'll be waiting. Oh, God.
There are 2 enemies.
I wonder if just saying the word yeah will work. Oh, yawn. I didn't see the end.
This'll be a piece of cake for you, John.
I've proven my manhood.
It won't. Usually I don't yawn when people say yawn. I mean, sometimes I do if I'm already in the midst of yawning. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me yawn. Oh! I don't actually want to fight it, but I wish I didn't have to chase it halfway across the map. Is there... Oh, there is a shadow. No, I don't care. I feel like I'm supposed to care more about receiving items and stuff but I simply do not. Dark joke incoming. I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming and yelling like the passengers in his car. I feel like the hamster should be in right now. No reaction, just sad joke failed. No, I'm literally just confused. I'm just confused. How are you confused? He can't. Oh! That was funny. I was AFK. Hi Dave, yeah, we need you to come in. Yeah, she's having a hard time. Okay, we'll see you soon. Sometimes I'm not processing things. Most of the time. Gives up on comedy profession, retires. Time to get an office job. Come on, hang in there. Just a little more to go. I'm rooting for you. I'll have you know that the hamster's name is Joe.
There are 3 enemies.
Thank you very much. She can't die. If she dies, it'll be bad. I thought you were saying that to Richard, not reading. Oh! I told her to be herself. That was pretty mean, I guess.
Did I level up?
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
Fatal End? That sounds like something that might insta-kill. That would be nice. My bits are just not landing anymore. I'm probably just not processing them. Or I'm just very confused sometimes. Tori's enjoying them. Just burned 2,000 calories. That's the last time I leave brownies in the oven while I nap. She doesn't laugh at me either. That's only sometimes true. I'm just very confused. I'm just a very confused individual. I'm not even trying to be cruel. Just confused.
Please come again.
Please come again. So sweet. I'm not that mean. I'm just confused.
There are 2 enemies. Hang in there.
Someone finish it off.
Attack.
Uh-oh. Yuki-chan's showing no mercy.
Oh gosh. What?
Out of my sight, punks.
That was so much damage! Despite the high cost of living, it remains popular. Oh my gosh, that was so much damage. Now I need to actually use the healing spells. I didn't know it would just self-destruct. Just like a freaking Voltorb or whatever it's called. I didn't know they did that. That was really mean. The rotation of the Earth really makes my day. How is that not player advantage?
I smell 3 enemies.
It hurts me every time she goes, I heard you. It just wasn't funny. I'm sorry.
I'll finish you.
Sometimes I also just don't hear. Folds ears and sadness. Sad violin. Oh gosh. It's a thing my wife does to me as well. Oh buddy, is that an origin story? Cue the swing set from Naruto and Sepia Tone.
2 enemies. You can attack before them. Great, Sensei. Go for broke. It's down.
Let's all out attack. I don't know if I should be happy or concerned. Does the size of the shadow actually change anything in terms of damage or whatever, or is it just like a visual thing? I yawn a lot. That's why I added the yawn counter, because everyone kept telling me I yawn a lot. I could have it like reset every stream, but I think it's kind of fun if it's calmative. Like shadow design or not? Like, yeah, like does the shadow, because sometimes there's like 2 of the same shadows, but one is bigger than the other. Does that actually affect anything, or is it just a visual thing that they do? Like if it's a big shadow side, but no, I mean like when it's in battle. Like when you stand, when like in that one, there was like 2 babies that were 2 different sizes. The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but it's still on the list. Oh my gosh. Not the first time I haven't heard that. But still, I'm a little embarrassed, so I'm gonna turn out the lights. Oh gosh. Am I about to climb the stairway to adulthood? No. No. Aw, you're so impatient. You can't. I actually have to fight things? Teddy, no. Actually, yes, Teddy. No.
I smell 2 enemies.
He's going to graduate? Poor guy.
Nice, it's tough.
Gosh.
Go forth.
Uh-oh. Yuki-chan showing no mercy.
He will never be the same. Gosh.
You did it, Sensei.
Did I level up?
The reason I yawn so much is because looking at screens for extended periods of time make my eyes tired, and that just makes me yawn. But as soon as I get off my computer, I'm like completely normal. I don't yawn. Man, if Deep Rock Galactic isn't the thing that makes me the most happy right now, I don't know what is. Or sleep deprivation, going off 5 hours of sleep. Yawn is out of pacing. Inflation. 5 hours of sleep? No, I slept until I got like 6 or 7 hours of sleep, I think. I have to do math to figure that out, but like I yawn in exponential form. I got lots of sleep. No, I went to bed at like 1:30 or 2 or something and woke up at 9:30. That's like lots of sleep.
There are 3 left.
Go! I'll finish you.
I sleep less than 6 no matter what, often 4 on weekdays.
Yuki-chan, that's one.
That is so unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Yuki-chan's showing no mercy.
It missed and it rolled. It missed, so it rolled a nat 1 on that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't help it, rip. Yeah, usually I get like somewhere between 6 and 8, usually. Sometimes it's less. It depends. Unrelated, but the man who invented knock-knock jokes should get a Nobel Prize.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Money. Give me money. I think we started at like
Chie-chan, you're
6
hurt.
or
Get
something
some help.
today. I should give wishes every time. Every time a star yawns, you get a wish. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can do that. I don't think that's a function in this. I was about to say in this game, it's not. I don't think that's a function in this. Where am I supposed to go? Why can't I see anything? Oh gosh. Every time a star yawns, you get a
Chie-chan,
wish
you're
to
hurt.
being
Get some
wholesome.
help.
We are not getting out of this before 9 o'clock. I threw a boomerang a couple years ago. I now live in constant fear. Boomerangs are neat. I
smell
want
three
to
enemies.
throw
Don't get
one, but I
careless.
don't think I would do it remotely correct, and it would just, I would just hit a wall with it or something. I don't know. I don't think I would be able to make it come back though. Chest key. Please, let me out. Player advantage.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies. Good move, Chie-chan. That's 2.
JoJo's fact. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm awake enough. Okay. Oh my gosh. Did you know that the reason Gappy has his tooth gap is actually because at the start of writing part 8, Araki actually had gotten several cavities in his front teeth?
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
I did not know this. Acceptable. I'm glad.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
Can you stand? It's no wonder.
Yeah, me neither. I'm glad. I'm glad I could tell you
Good
new
move,
JoJo's
Chie-chan.
facts.
That's 2.
Go forth.
Gonna have to like remove that when I run out of JoJo's facts. Until I learn new ones.
You're too weak to fight me.
I leveled up.
Increases the user's critical rate? I mean, it's not really. Nah.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
When you run out of JoJo's facts, yeah, that's like me running out of puns or sales pitches. Moderately restores. Let's do this. I'll run out of JoJo's facts eventually. There's only so many JoJo's facts. Oh my gosh! Where am I going? So many dead ends on this floor. Richard roping me into a Ponzi scheme? I'm ready for anything. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. Oh gosh. I'm not reading this out loud. Turning on the lights, okay?
One enemy! Whoops! It caught you off guard!
It did not catch me off guard.
Oh, Kachi! That was super cool!
Someone finish it off!
Chie-chan's been poisoned!
No metaphors here. Nope.
Here it goes. Crush it time. Damn, couldn't finish it. Oh.
None at all.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Just one enemy left!
I am thou.
Here it goes. Persona! Lay down and die already.
Someone finish it off!
I think Yuki-chan's poisoned!
I think everyone's poisoned, Teddy.
You hit its weakness!
Our enemy is down! We
Yes.
Be gone!
All right, powered up.
Immense feeling of disappointment. I think that's what he said. That was a sigh, not a yawn. I feel cheated.
I smell 4 enemies! Show them your stuff!
I will skip the next one.
Perfect. Let's steady. This is it.
You knocked it down!
I
Good
mean,
idea,
I'm
Yuki-chan.
I'm not actually upset about it.
No one stands in Sensei's
I just
way.
think it's funny.
I am thou.
Oh, would we stop with the poisoning? Build a man of fire and he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Alright, there's the yawn.
He flipped his lid!
I am thou.
Fraternity balance.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
Yeah.
People that burn in real life burn in hell too. Oh gosh.
Congratulations.
Alright, let's see if I can get to the next floor, and then use the.
Damn it, I'm hurt bad.
Oh, should I heal you, Kanji? Oh gosh, what did I just use? Did I use something? Oh gosh. I meant to do this. I want to. I want to get out of the. Where's the next floor? Hello, River. How are you doing? Hydrate. Okay. Is the elusive desk built yet? the white desk. I'm very tired, not going left now. I figured you weren't. I figured you weren't. Not yet, but this Saturday. Oh, very nice, very nice. Will glass coffins be a success remains to be seen. That sounds horrifying, I'm gonna be honest.
I smell 4 enemies. Show them your stuff.
I had to move a bunch of stuff for the desk, so I'm sleepy. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Tamage-senpai, seriously cool.
You knocked it down. Good idea, Yuki-chan.
Q, yawn, and 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4 sheep, 5 sheep.
The hell are you looking at?
Not quite. Not quite how it works. Also, I think I just knocked something over, but I have no clue what. I don't know how to get out of here. Because I've been down all the hallways, I think.
4 enemies! They weren't expecting us!
That's good.
Chie-chan's in danger! Heal her!
The only way out is to tip.
Here it goes.
Oh god.
Damn, couldn't finish.
Hey, that was efficient. Oh my gosh! Where are the stairs? Got you. That was very delayed and I think unrelated. Beat me to it! It appears to be a competition at this point.
Do it again.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy!
Wow, her insta-kill worked. It rarely works.
Damn, couldn't finish it.
But yeah, Richard has been on top of the
Full Metal Alchemist.
It can't scare me tonight. I haven't turned my computer volume much quieter. Also, I actually noticed the activity feed this time. But Richard has been very on top of the yawn counter tonight, so if anyone types it faster than him, I would be shocked. Oh, there's a hall here. Oh, this is the stair. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Too sleepy to scare me until I awaken from the void. Good evening, it's me, Risa Kuchikawa. Why don't I tell all you fans a little about myself? What should I talk about first? Never mind, maybe some other time. Okay, let's use a go home. So I can save. Good work. Let's return to the entrance, because I need to save. This dungeon will take like another hour. And I don't think I'll be functional for stream in another hour. Hold on, just gonna switch over to... did I actually save? Hold on. I can't remember. I think I did. Okay, there we go. Save button has been hit. Alright. So, that is all for tonight. I am going to send everyone on over, actually. Jen forgot to save. Jen did not forget to save. I'm actually going to send everyone on over to Zipso, who is playing Tori, Deep Rock Galactic. So, I hope you have a lovely time over there. Treat them with the utmost kindness. They're a very lovely human. And I will actually press the button. And I hope you all have lovely evenings. Thank you for stopping by.